much for such little recognition. He deserves a much loftier position. Not one time has Lord Joe Tai brought shame upon his family name.
Well...
Oh, it's you. I'm perfectly fine, before you ask. I'm sorry. I know you're just looking out for me. But I'm getting really tired of people asking. After what happened to Father, and then letting that bastard Gan Ning get away. Everyone just keeps telling me to rest and mourn, but it's not like I can gain any sense of closure after everything that happened. What makes it worse is that I could have stopped it had I been stronger. I mean, if I had your gift for reading the flow of battle, then... Please, I have to ask before things get any worse. Will you train me? My father respected you. I know you can help me better myself. No preamble, huh? But I was hoping you'd say something like that. I'd love to get started right away, but I need to say one thing before we do. It is truly a great relief that you are here with me now. I've come to rely on you more than I had first thought. I hope you'll stay with me. And then perhaps this little fledgling will manage to drag himself out of the mud. Somehow I feel that with you beside me, it isn't so far-fetched that one day I will take flight. I guess you will do for an opponent.
Take this.
How's about a one-on-one? Try this out.
Take this. Take this.
Take this. Let's go. Time to end this.
Guess I let my guard down.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Not bad at all.
I hear Lord Guan Yu has an underling. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
So Lord Sun Quan's leading Wu? I hope he can get help from those around him.
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan.
I heard Lord Huang Gai raised objections against fighting the Shan Yue. He even had a bit of an argument with Lord Zhou Yu earlier. Why would he ever even think such a thing, let alone say it out loud?
Who knows? In my opinion, there was no reason to give up our chance to kill Huan Zu if we weren't even going to fight this battle on our own land. The Lord Huang Gai has long served the Sun clan. I don't think he would suggest such a thing based on emotion alone.
I really want to believe that, but... there are many strange rumors going around about Lord Huang Gai. Some of them even go back to the days of Lord Sun Jian.
Rumors?
Yeah, like the one about how he isn't satisfied serving the House of Sun. Or the one about him being with Lord Sun Jian when he passed.
Lord Huchi, you would do well not to speak so carelessly. But if those rumors are really spreading among our ranks, I think it might be worth reporting them to Louis Meng and the others.
The people of Wu have spent a long time risking their lives to protect the innocent from Shan Yue's aggression. And after all that, they are suddenly told to treat them as equals. It is only natural that such strange rumors would spread among them.
That may be the case, But it doesn't mean Huang Gai intended to cause harm with his suggestion.
For my part, there is much in Huang Gai's plan regarding the Shanyue that I cannot agree with. But it is not prudent for everyone to fawn over the opinion of a single man. Someone must speak out as he did for there to be a prop.
But won't letting these rumors spread among our ranks affect the morale of our soldiers? After all, we even had to give up our defeating Huan Zu, only to find ourselves waiting around back in Wu.
What are your thoughts on the matter? We are all finding Lord Huang Gai's idea very difficult to accept.
Then we have no more to discuss. All that's left is to let Lord Sun Quan think of his own solution and bring it to us. We have a duty to offer our Lord our opinions so that he can make better judgments. If you still take issue with Huang Gai's stance, even after taking that into account, go and debate him one-on-one.
Right. I'm sure Lord Suan Chuen himself would prefer an open and honest approach in this situation.
There's been no end to the arguing, has there? You seem tired out by it as well.
The simple fact is that there are now many more people in Wu. It's inevitable that disagreements will arise. Debating what's right will not provide any answers, because what is right depends entirely upon each individual's beliefs. However, a ruler must possess the ability to unite those ideas about what is right into a single force. This has made things several degrees more difficult for Lord Sun Quan, and for us who assist him, compared to the days of Sun Ce's rule.
I know. I get worried sometimes. Worried that our kingdom might crumble from infighting. I believe in Chuen and every one of you, of course. It's just that we seem to have become so disunited. I wonder, what would Father and Sua have done?
The living cannot speak for the dead. But if one were to imagine what their approach would have been, they might not have done anything, and just watched.
Done nothing?
Sometimes, after a clash of opinions between many different people, a new solution to the problem becomes evident. That was something both Lord Sun Jian and Sun Ce knew well and appreciated. And that is why I don't feel concerned. As one of Wu's strategists, it is my duty to believe in him, and also in myself, so that we may devise ways to win any battle.
My brothers have been truly lucky to have had you as their advisor, Zhou Yu. I know it is way past due, but please allow me to thank you.
You give me too much credit, Princess. I'm here because I chose to be by their side. Let's begin. Now then.
No.
Right.
Yes. My wisdom shall bring victory to us all. Don't let me down now.
There's still so much unrest in these lands. We cannot avert our eyes from the truth. We must also quell the rebellion. If we want to discover what kind of kingdom we should become.
The enemy officer has been defeated. An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march at once! The enemy officer has been defeated.
I can't believe this. No matter how many times they knock us down, we will always rise again. For this very land is our foundation.
Don't take this.
Not bad.
The enemy officer
we failed to
has
win
been defeated.
the hearts of the Shan Yu. The unification of the land cannot be achieved by force alone.
Let's get serious. The enemy officer has been defeated. Got this.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
We've regained our footing.
The enemy officer
Now
has been
the
defeated.
real fight begins.
The garrison seems to be drawing enemies towards it. We can pick them off.
The enemy officer has
Begin
been
the
defeated.
advance.
Let's go.
Just don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. I guess you want to die. This is tough, no matter how you slice it.
The enemy officer
Not here.
has been
We
defeated.
keep going.
Got this.
There we go.
Let's get serious.
This territory. Reporting.
The enemy
Enemy
officer
forces are advancing
been
on our
defeated.
position from the south.
I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that we saw them coming. Very well. Prepare an ambush to strike them just as they arrive.
The enemy officer
People of Shan Yu,
has been defeated.
please lay down your weapon. I wish for there to be no more bloodshed between us. I, Wang Gai, assure you that all your basic needs shall be met. The leader of U has also agreed to this arrangement. So, please.
You kneel and lower your head before us? You are as noble as they say, Lord Hongai. You are here for all.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Some of them are still willing to listen to reason. I'll do everything I can to reach them.
We made it! Now it's our turn to join the fray!
March forward!
An ambush here? Still, I cannot allow myself to be distracted from my task.
I'll leave this area to you. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Oh, this is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for. I've been waiting. Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this.
This
Hard
territory
work has borne
is
fruit.
ours.
We've got the upper hand now. I have defeated an enemy officer. I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Take this. There we go.
I have failed.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious.
Nice try.
Impressive, as always.
The enemy officer
There's a lot I
has
can
been
learn
defeated.
from you.
I have defeated the enemy officer. I will be the light that guides you all. Always at the vanguard. Always striving to be the strongest.
Charge! This land belongs to us! Bring down the intruder, Swan Chuen! Begin advancing! Many of our allies have rushed to our aid. Now is the time to strike! Men, move forward! Let's march!
We don't want them getting too carried away. Let's go put a stop to this while we can. Advance now.
Exceptional.
The enemy
You're
officer
a true
has
warrior
been
of the
defeated.
Three Kingdoms.
Gotcha! A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. I guess you want to die. Bear with this time, power. End is here!
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
No! I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you. Take this with all my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
Let's go. Let's go. Take this. Take this. This territory is ours. Let's go.
I should fall back while I can.
must fight with our all.
Take this! Situation! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Over, you hear?
Superb. You never fail to impress me with your feats.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I can keep going.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. I can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The end of the rebellion is in
The
sight.
enemy officer
Everyone,
has been defeated.
keep fighting through to the end.
Let's go. The enemy officer has
All
been
forces
defeated.
advance on the enemy. This is our chance to cut through their ranks. Forward march.
Mountain dwellers of old, do not perish in vain. Flee now. Leave the rest of this battle to me.
Let's go.
It's become foggy here. March cautiously, everyone.
The loss of Sunsa has not deterred you from your quest to rule by force. So be it. I will eliminate another leader of Wu.
I've lost sight of the others. This fog is very strange. No good can come of this.
This is no ordinary fog. What do you think is going on?
Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. This territory is ours. Time to act.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Take this. Let's go.
There you are, Zuluan. You're hell-bent on standing in my way, aren't you? Then, you'd best be prepared to fight. This is our destiny as guardians of peace! You thought Sunsa would rise to greatness. Now he is dead. So why do you continue to fight for Wu?
Let's end this.
This my last. you remember? How can you? Do you mean to kill me, Zuluan? It would be a fitting end. But first, there's one thing I never could understand. After this, I will ask nothing more. So tell me. With the little conqueror slain, Wu has lost all of its heroes. Those left are no longer capable of heroism. They simply wield their strength as their lord commands. In spite of this, you follow the path of Wu. For what, and for whom, do you fight? Sun Quan doesn't even have the ability to govern the lands already in his possession. What makes you think he can unite the world in peace? We've always lived as dogs on the leash of tyranny, forced to partake in slaughter after slaughter for what is said to be some great cause. The screams of those who fell at our hands, the grief of the villagers. Surely even you have heard the pain we left in our wake. And yet, you still shamelessly cling to the powers that bind you. I have nothing left to say to you. Hurry up and kill me.
No, do not kill him.
Sun Quan.
It's just as you say. There are no heroes in Wu. I'll never be anywhere near as great as my father and brother. And on my own, I'd be lucky to be able to protect myself, let alone bring prosperity to an entire kingdom under my rule. However, I am not alone. I'm surrounded by people of wisdom and bravery, and I know that together, we can accomplish anything. This might seem like a ploy to win you over, but... all who reside in our kingdom support each other as a family. And together, we will be a force for good, bringing peace to our world. That is my dream for the future of Wu.
You dare say such things after how brutally you crushed the Shan Yue. You are arrogant beyond redemption.
Yes, I suspected you might say as much. Bai Luan, was it? Just watch and you'll see. I will make every last member of the Shan Yue, and even you, into heroes who fight for peace.
You've allowed me into your leader's tent without restraints? What are you thinking? Hurry up and kill us. You needn't spare anyone. I would rather even our children be put to death than raised under the oppression of Ooh.
Oppression? I do not intend to oppress anybody.
Even if that is true, you have defeated us and are trying to control us through force. That is a fact. There can be no lasting peace between your people and mine. We are too different to coexist in the same territory.
According to who? Is that meant to be self-evident? Or do you claim it based on historical precedent? Either way, that goes against my wishes.
Your wishes?
What I wish for is a kingdom where all those who live in Jiangdong respect and help one another. I do not intend to force anything upon the Shanyue, so long as you do not point your blades at us. In fact, I want to learn from your wisdom. We do not know how to survive in the wilderness, as you do.
How self-centered. You can speak of ideals all you like, but there are many whose anger will not be placated.
I am willing to bear the brunt of all their discontent. For all my other failings as a leader, I can at least do that. Let's end this strife between the Shanyue and Wu. Starting today, we shall be one, living alongside and helping one another.
Your desire for peace appears to be genuine.
It is. And you should know that once I form an agreement, I ensure it is honored. There will be no chance to withdraw.
Not so weak-willed after all. Now, you have me curious about this Wu you dream of. But, if you ever make another attempt to oppress us...
I am aware. I will do everything I can to maintain your trust.
In striving for peace, anyone from a lord to a peasant may be called a hero. He has forged alliances not only with his clan's bitter foes of old, the Shanyue, but even with me. It's impressive, I admit. That's Sun Quan. He's an interesting man. More capable than I thought he might be, at least. I am not yet convinced, but I admit that I have taken a keen interest in him. When you decided to place your faith in the hero of the Sun clan, I thought for sure you were mistaken. But in spite of everything you forgot, I suppose your memories of Juha were enough to guide you down the right path. Don't be ridiculous. Have you forgotten who killed your chosen hero? Zuluan, you must use your unique skills to help your lord and save all those who were suffering amidst the chaos. If Sun Quan ever errs in his ways, correct them. If you fail to do so, I shall do my duty as a guardian of peace and punish you both. I will not walk alongside you. After all, is it not the role of a guardian of peace to keep watch over the powerful from the shadows and ensure that they do not go astray?
Those who have been long divided must unite, while those who have been long united must diverge. Thus has it always been for empires and their people alike. Guardian of peace, the time has come to part ways. One will champion heroes, striving to bring peace to the world. The other will lurk in the shadows, keeping the heroes true to their path. That is the new way of the Guardians of Peace. And thus shall our purpose be fulfilled. This is the last time I appear before you. Yes, farewell. Zuluan, you must go now. Let your eyes guide you along your true path, and carry all that has been entrusted to you.
I hear many of the Shan Yue have surrendered to Wu, and it appears things have remained peaceful.
Surprising, given how deep their animosity was. Is this a testament to Lord Suan Chuen's skills?
He only agreed to peace because, in a fit of temper, I suggested I'd have no part in a war against them.
You call that a fit? But looking back on Lord Sun Quan's words, I feel that this may have been the right choice.
Hold on, there's one thing I need to say before we end the conversation. Huang Gai, don't you think you've been stealing all the attention lately?
That may be so, but it seems that this time I've stood out in a negative way. My words and actions have created a rift in the kingdom, and I must accept responsibility for that. Even so, I don't intend to stop voicing my opinions, because that type of open discussion is what we should strive to achieve in Wu. If for some reason my voice is ever silenced, then...
Hey, stop with that nonsense, Huang Gai. Remember, what must you do above all else? Lord Sun Quan has entrusted you with governing Shan-Yue. That's a major task you ought to focus on.
Right. Stop being so gloomy about everything, or you'll make Zhou Yu irritable again. Although, I suppose I can't talk. I've been pretty negative myself.
You're right. I have duties I ought to be focusing on before anything else.
I wonder, just how handsome is this officer with the clear-eyed gaze that everyone talks about?
Now that Jiangdong is at last peaceful, our next military objective will be...
To defeat Huanzu once and for all? Surely? I doubt anyone would disagree.
I hope you're not saying that because of your personal vendetta.
Ling Tong wanting to avenge his father is no different than how all of us wish to take revenge for Lord Sun Jian. If such objectives remain unfulfilled, the morale of our troops will suffer.
I'm also in favor of going to war with Huangzu. It's high time we settled things.
Likewise. I should very much like to see him slain. However, as the leader of Wu, I must weigh up the benefits and drawbacks of that decision. I do not think we should rush into a war with him, unless we stand to benefit in a significant way.
If that's your concern, then you needn't fret, as his territory is in Qing province. It has immense strategic value. Cao Cao has conquered Hubei after defeating Yuan Shao at Guandu, and is now looking to expand south, starting with Qing.
There are also signs that he had a hand in the rebellion at Lujiang. The threat he poses is becoming more and more immediate. The proposal makes military sense. We'd be removing a threat, solidifying our foundations, and positioning ourselves to be ready for war.
Indeed. Lord Zhou, always taking the words out of my mouth. We should take Xiakou, then conquer Qing, and finally invade Bashu, to control the entirety of the southern half of the realm.
Lord Lu Su, did you really just say what I think you did?
Tell me, why would we do all of that?
It would be a means of protecting the people of Wu from Cao Cao. Cao Cao controls virtually the whole of the north, but if we take all of the south, he'll become unable to move against us.
A daring plan, to say the least. That path could lead to our lord controlling the entire realm.
Me? Controlling the realm?
You are very much capable of such a thing, my lord. Each and every one of us believes that.
So I have your trust. Then our next objective shall be Xiakou in Jing province. We will bring down Huangzu and avenge my father.
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan Yue. Rumor is that they're a rough bunch, though.
The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! We march at once! Halt! We must assess the situation. Now, time to go on the offensive. Get ready, everyone!
Now there's somebody who's really causing us trouble. I shall deal with this myself.
Let's get serious. Here we go. We got this. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, let's get serious. Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated. Got this. There we go. All my might.
You've done very well.
Believe this.
It's good
the
to
enemy
know
officer
I can count on you.
has been defeated. Let's go. Begin the advance. Onward, everyone, without delay. Begin advancing.
Begin the advance. All units, march!
There we go.
Begin the advance.
Let's get serious. The enemy officer has been defeated.
seem to have recovered. Even so, the next steps will be crucial.
Situation. The enemy officer has been defeated. Give it your all. A capable sword to save the enemy officer. Keep that up. Has been defeated.
Got this.
Now. I see it. With all my might.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Start the advance! The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Start the advance!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
One more for the glory of Wu. It appears the resistance is futile. Commence the advance.
Let's go.
I shall put an end to you with my intellect. Here's the resistance is futile.
Let's get serious. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back. Well done. Most impressive.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
I'm pulling back for now.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
The path we must walk is set. Onward!
The enemy
everyone!
officer has been
Start the
defeated.
advance! Advance! Stick close to me, now! Begin advancing!
The moment has come. Let's go.
Just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's get serious. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Begin the advance. All units, march!
Begin the advance.
Witness to my power. enemy officer has been defeated. Got this.
I'll end this. This is it.
That's an officer? You must be kidding!
All my might. Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act.
So you've come. Sorry, but your help is needed here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Done very well.
The enemy
It's good
officer
to know I can count
has
on
been
you.
defeated.
Let's go.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare your salute.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
We are not giving up. Not here. We keep going. I appreciate the help. I see our bonds are as strong as they can be.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Gotta be quicker.
All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Striking execution.
The enemy
My eyes
officer
find themselves
has been
fixated
defeated.
on you in battle.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Too excited. Time to bear witness to my power.
Looking rough. Got this. Let's get serious. Got you. Now.
Too weak.
Tables turn. The enemy officer has been defeated.
hungry keeps you in low spirits. Come and grab some.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
Have you heard? They say there's a surprise quiz time. Lord Zhang Fei has a little nickname for himself. He calls himself Zhang Fei of what? Give up? The answer is Zhang Fei of Yen, because Yen is where he grew up.
Things have escalated quickly. In truth, I thought ruling the realm might one day be our aim. But now that I've heard those words from the others, the sheer weight of that idea is mind-boggling. Maybe you're right. Overthinking has long been a bad habit of mine. My brother once told me that it can also be a strength, but anything can be detrimental in excess. Everyone is excited about taking down Huangzu at the prospect of conquest and revenge. However, it seems evident to me that I am perhaps the one who most desperately wishes to see him dead. When I avenge our father, which is something even my brother could not do, I may finally be able to see myself as their equal. I think then I will be able to consider even greater ambitions without fear or hesitation. When Sa died, I realized that I'm a selfish kind of man at heart. I want to share in the sadness, the anger, the passion felt by the others. Yet, I always end up choosing the most logical or convenient path for me. But in this upcoming battle, I will defeat Huangzu, no matter what. Then, I will be able to move forward as the leader of Wu. I will be relying on your skills out there.
Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
Aye.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all.
Don't let me down now. We will defeat our longtime nemesis and advance yet further. This battle will decide the future of our kingdom. There is no reason for us to fear Huang Zu now. We shall capture the enemy's bases, one by one.
The enemy officer
the advance
has been defeated.
Ling Tong, avenge your father. Do not be reckless.
I know, Lord Louis Mong. I will take down Gan Ning. Calmly, with certainty.
An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, this territory is ours.
Let's go.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
Finally, an equal footing. We better get our pace back.
Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. I guess you want to die. Now, time to act. All my might. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Don't make enemy officers.
This territory is ours.
Advance! Let's go. All of you, follow me! Let's march!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might! Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got this.
officer has been
I can't help
defeated.
but gaze at your feet.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Start the events!
This territory.
He's moving forward just like we planned. We will set off their trap and get them to lower their guard.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I know how to get the job done. This area is now under
The enemy
control.
officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
Take this! Get this here! Take this!
Time to act.
Begin the advance. All units, march! Begin the advance. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got this.
Now, let's get serious. No witness to my power.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got you.
All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
Things are proceeding well.
This territory.
Keep it up.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for.
I will slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duty.
There we go. Got this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Don't make enemy officers like they used to.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Let's get serious. This area is now under our control. All my might. You're outshining everyone else.
The enemy officer
I must
has been defeated.
and learn your ways. The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Start the advance! Unyielding power.
The enemy officer
Worthy of a
has
true
been defeated.
warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Let me teach you what happens when you charge into things head first.
I see you.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
You won't soon forget this! See that? You see that?
All my might! An uncommon display of skill. From
The enemy officer
From you?
has been defeated.
I expected.
Let's go. Advance! Stay close to me, now! Get advancing! Now! Here comes our prey! Archers, slay them all!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Just as Lord Zhou said. All of you, stay calm.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Almost at our limits.
Now, take this!
All my might. Could I? The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
Try this on for size.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
All my might.
Quite the name you've made for yourself.
The enemy
You've earned
officer
every bit of it, of course.
has been defeated.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance! Go! Take the fight to them! Stop their advance! Counting for a truck! Get this here!
Stay calm and focus on what you have to do. We'll get through
The
this
enemy
together.
officer has been defeated.
Perfect! Send out the ships! We're going after Sun Quan!
Looks like it's finally our time to shine. Let's
Go!
They've taken the
The enemy officer
Eradicate
has
them.
been defeated.
Such an obvious trap won't phase us in the slightest. Now, push them back!
I knew you would come.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Tails turn. Now, nice try. Got this. Time to act. Looking rough.
Impressive, as always.
The enemy officer
There's a lot I
has
can
been
learn from you.
defeated.
The enemy was one step ahead.
Good. The enemy has been wiped out. Then it's time to take the fight to Huangzu once more. Commence the advance. We are going to stop here to observe our enemy's behavior. On me. We have the perfect use for a brute like yourself. Tear into the enemy forces and get to Sun Quan.
What a pompous little... Forget it. I'll do my job. Simple as that.
Advance.
Here he is at last.
Gotcha.
He is mine. Advance now.
Through. Just weren't strong enough.
All of you, come with me. We're going to lay waste to the enemy's stronghold. Forward march!
So Ling Tong has gone after Gan Ning. And I should also make a move. We'll take an enemy ship and enter into their stronghold. Commence the event!
I want to go Sean, but let's wait for a while.
Looks like I got a bit carried away. Time to retreat.
Damn it. We weren't able to get Gan Ning. No matter. First things first, we must finish this battle. Advance now.
Good. We fought off the enemy's offensive. Let us advance as well.
I see forward march! All my might!
The enemy officer
is now
has been
ours.
defeated.
Prepare to set sail. Anyone who is willing to join the assault on their stronghold, gather here.
You sure know how to fight!
Lord Uimeng, we are ready to sail.
Good. None have been left behind. Then we will head straight for their base.
They're strong. Like the tigers they proclaim to be.
The way is open! Let us charge into the enemy's stronghold! Begin the advance!
To spot an opportunity, one must be keen-eyed. Here it is! Now charge!
At last, we will be able to avenge our former lord. For us, the old guard, nothing could be more satisfying.
It does not lessen our regret. Still, it will allow us some closure of sorts if we can hunt him down.
It is high time
The enemy officer
this to a
has been defeated.
Once we do, our kingdom can finally look forward to the future.
Prepare for battle. Chop chop. Let's show 'em what we can do.
This is a ferocious team indeed.
All my might. Did I think this
The enemy officer has been defeated.
How much longer can I remain loyal to Wang Zu? I wonder what Ganin thinks of this.
Prepare yourself, Wang Zu. We won't let you escape this time.
How have the enemy gotten this far? We must stop their attack here. Begin the advance. We will not run. The battle against Sun Quan will be decided here and now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Start the advance.
Here I go.
Things are going incredibly well. None can match us.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time to go on the offensive. Get ready, everyone.
I challenge you to battle.
Prepare yourself.
I've proved
First, I'm a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. The enemy officer has been defeated, aren't they? This might just be entertaining. Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. This way! So, it's you. I should have expected this. Needless to say, the enemy officer holding back has been defeated. There'll be no regrets or grudges when this is over. The enemy officer has been defeated. Show our solidarity. Ready yourselves at once.
It's an interesting bout. This is how it ends. Your life is mine.
Okay. Let's do this.
I admit, I'm impressed by the force and cunning of your naval assault.
The enemy officer has been
will
defeated.
not be hunted so easily.
As good a time as any. I give up. I will resist no further.
All my might. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I've been bested.
At least I made a mark on the battlefield.
I've got nothing more to say.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Whatever happens now, it's up to you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So their fangs have finally reached me. Perhaps this was inevitable.
We've finally done it. We've defeated our nemesis. Shout out in triumph, as fiercely as roaring tigers!
It's over, isn't it?
Yes. We have finally avenged our father. And thanks to all of you, I've now accomplished something that even my brother could not do.
Brother, there's something I've been thinking. You ought to believe in yourself more. I'm not sure anyone other than you could have succeeded in defeating Huang Zu.
I'm not so sure. But I'd like to believe you're right. Whatever the case may be, we shall no longer be haunted by our father's death. We can move forward as a kingdom. Let us continue to pursue our path to a safer and more prosperous nation.
Right. We have a lot to live up to. We mustn't forget, even for a moment, our pride as members of the Sun clan.
we will lay down our arms and surrender. None of us wish to give our lives for Huanzu.
Quite the rationalist.
My service to him was bought with coin. I'm not so dutiful as to die for such a man.
Gunning, what about you?
I mean, I'd rather live, but...
Good. That makes things simpler. And even if you did give yourself up, I wouldn't have accepted your surrender.
I'm not surprised. I've got nothing to say as long as you take Su Fei in. So go on. Take your revenge. We all know that when you go into battle, there'll be hatred on both sides. And when the dust settles, the loser rarely forgives the victor. That's why I won't beg for my life. Nor will I apologize for killing your father.
Well, that is a rational outlook. My lord, executing someone as formidable as Gan Ning would be a waste. He would surely prove himself extremely valuable to our kingdom.
Wait a minute, Lord Zhou Yu. You cannot be serious.
I am sorry, Ling Tong. But I was thinking the same thing.
Lord Sun Quan, you have taken your revenge by defeating Huanzu. But I still haven't avenged my own father.
I know. I know how bitter and miserable you feel. But for now, I want you to direct that hatred at me instead. I cannot bring myself to have him executed after seeing his strength firsthand. I know it may be hard to stomach, but for Wu to make progress, we must gather as many soldiers as we can, and even let go of our grudges if need be. That is why we made peace with the Shanyue the way we did. And you are wise. You must know this already.
But Lord Sun Quan,
Ling Tong, wait!
Are you sure? I would be like kindling in Wu. One wrong step, and I'll end up burning the whole place down.
If you are kindling, then we just need to find the right use for you. We need men with experience in naval combat, and you certainly have that.
Oh, and what for?
The major warlords in the realm are preparing to fight over Jing province. Myself included.
Bringing Lord Ling Cao's killer into the fold, and then asking Ling Tong to fight alongside him. That is rather cruel.
I suppose there's no way I can keep my distance from him now. While I understand his resentment toward me, he acts so aggressively I can't help but wonder if he still intends to kill me. And since I prefer to avoid injury or death, I was hoping I could ask you for some advice.
Sorry to say, the only help I can give is handling the aftermath of your fights. In the end, the two of you are going to have to resolve things on your own. Still, Ling Tong may be young, but he has a sense of how things ought to be. And he knows full well that Wu needs you. The only question is whether he can make his heart obey his mind.
So what? I need to appeal to his emotions somehow? I wouldn't really have a clue how to go about that. I'm telling you, we need to get this sorted out, or one of us is going to end up out of action for good.
If you're going to clash with one another, why not choose a way that won't put your lives at risk? Like a game of Go.
Me? Play Go?
Ling Tong's quite the master at that game. You won't have a chance unless you practice a lot.
I'd never be able to beat him.
Well, that's too bad. Whatever you do, you're going to have to prove in earnest and through action that you're someone worthy of his trust. Anyway, look after him, will you? You're much more battle-hardened than he is.
I suppose I'll have to. I'll just have to be careful not to aggravate him, though.
Well...
We'll get to see Lord Sun Ce again, right, Mom? Yes, I'm sure, honey. And even if we don't, I know he'll be watching over us.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition, he deserves a much loftier position. Not one time has Lord Zhou Tai brought shame upon his family name.
Have you heard the news? Liu Biao of Jing died the other day. And Cao Cao is not a man to miss an opportunity. I'm sure he will begin his southward advance.
Should he take Qing province, his conquest of the realm will become virtually unstoppable. For Wu to survive in the face of such a threat, we must strengthen our kingdom until we have the power to rival him. And that will require more territory.
Yes, and we must do so as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will fall into Cao Cao's hands. But first, there is something we must do in preparation. A task you two would be well suited for. I want you to act as messengers to send our condolences and meet with Liu Biao's successor, Liu Song. While there, find Liu Bei, who is said to be staying with him, and subtly ask him to join our side.
There is, however, a possibility that Cao Cao has already made a move. He did consider Liu Bei a threat.
You're a longtime acquaintance of Liu Bei and his men, are you not? So let me ask you this. What kind of man is Liu Bei, in your eyes? Compassion. Sounds like the exact opposite of Cao Cao, who favors reason above all. Unlike a man of reason, one of compassion can be swayed by momentary emotions. Perhaps that changeability is what Cao Cao fears so much. Whatever the case may be, bringing Liu Bei to our side will be a necessity in countering Cao Cao. Good luck, you two. The fate of the House of Sun depends on you.
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan Yue.
Being hungry keeps you in low spirits.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
So Lord Sun Quen's leading Wu? I hope he can...
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself out.
Time to act. I guess you will do for an opponent. How's a battle one-on-one?
I see it! Now! Time to attack! Let's get serious!
officer has been defeated. Thank you.
Let's go. Onwards! Follow your general! Forward march! All of you, advance! Keep up with your commander!
Can't believe
The enemy officer
approaches.
has been
I
defeated.
shall take care of them. Begin the advance.
We will wait here. Keep your strength in reserve.
We'll be here to support.
All my might. How impressive, as always.
The enemy officer
There's a lot I can learn
has
from
been
you.
defeated.
Halt! We will stand by here.
Now, the enemy officer has been
The
defeated.
time has arrived. All of you, get ready. Charge!
The enemy officer has
We
been
are to
defeated.
crash into the enemy with everything we have. Get ready.
Begin the advance. All units, march!
They're fighting over there? Don't think I'll let you guys have all the fun.
The worst is behind us. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
The enemy officer
Pull back
has
for
been
now.
defeated.
But next time, I will not fall so easily.
That one would put up a good fight for sure. I'm gonna go see for myself. All my might.
I can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
How could I? The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now we really get to shine. Let's get prepared, huh?
This appears to be as far as we go.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Could I? The enemy officer has been defeated.
been defeated.
Turn the tables. I've been waiting for this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let us observe.
Defeat.
Got you. Gonna surprise the enemy. We best do it now. Knock him dead.
Curtain draws here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. Looking rough.
An ambush. Taking us completely by surprise.
This appears to be as far as we go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn, this is tough. But they won't take me down that easily. Time to all my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Our allies, the enemy officer has been defeated.
I knew you'd come help. I'm glad I believed in you.
We all got this. Time to act.
Take this.
Time to act. The enemy officer has been defeated.
We'll get what's coming next time.
Let's go.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
There we go. Start the advance.
Believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. I've proved I'm a true warrior of 3 kingdoms.
They're fighting a losing battle. I'm getting out of here.
Let's get serious. Time to act.
The enemy officer
taste victory
has
in
been
this
defeated.
moment. Savor it. You'll see me again.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time to act. I've been waiting for this. Got this. Time to act.
You're okay.
Under attack!
The enemy officer
retreat for now.
has been defeated.
Rest assured, payback awaits you.
An unprepared charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you.
Got this! Time to act! Let's get serious! You are just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's make it one to engage. Hunter down. Time to act. Got you. Just one blow! Hunter attack! Time to act.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That was my kind of battle from start to finish.
You refuse to fight me? Despite how you look, you're just a coward.
Quit squawking. A fledgling out for blood is still just a fledgling. You're no threat to me. Think about it from my point of view. You could get seriously hurt, and then what would happen?
What? You just assume you'll be able to beat me? Well...
That's enough. You can't train and argue at the same time. Dan Ning, you come with me. Before someone really does get hurt. Perfect timing. Look after Ling Tong for me, would you?
I won't put up with being treated like a child for much longer.
Come on, let's go.
He's a fool. He doesn't realize that you just saved his skin.
So, why are you here? Even at a time like this, you cheer me up. You exceed my expectations every time. I trained with you, at my father's behest. Yet this fledgling is no closer to leaving the nest. Whenever I see him, I can't help but consider ending him with some accidental slip of my hand during training. Not to mention, I had grossly underestimated his abilities. Admit it, even you must have grown weary at that stunt I pulled. I can't believe you're sticking with a weakling like me. I still have so much to learn from you, clearly. In any case, would you be willing to beat me into shape, remake me from the ground up? First, I need to establish myself among the others in Uu. I feel it's better to start there than let that bastard distract me. And if I ever get the urge to pick a fight with him again, now I know that I can talk things over with you instead. The fledgling learns to fly in the shadows of his forebearers. Can I count on you to look after me? Until I am strong enough to leave the nest?
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan Yue. Rumor is that they're a rough bunch, though.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Time for a good old fight. Get ready. Time to act. Punch your attack. Time to act. Easy. Punch your attack. Time to act. I will break you. All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You sure know how to fight.
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself. It seemed like Lord Sun Ce really would live up to it.
It's amazing how the survivors...
Have you heard? They say Cao Cao invaded Xingye with a huge army.
Xingye? Isn't that where Lord Liu Bei is?
It was. But apparently he fled and headed to Shanyang to ask Lord Liu Song for help. Then, Lord Liu Song went and surrendered right away, instead of trying to shelter Lord Liu Bei. He probably didn't want him around because he was so well liked by Lord Liu Biao.
So, do you know if Lord Liu Bei is safe?
These are just rumors, but I hear he left and took the people of Shangyang with him to seek help from Lord Liu Qi in Jiansha.
You mean everyone in Xiangyang? That's incredible!
Lord Liu Bei was extremely popular with the people there. I guess they all wanted to go with him.
It appears things are rather tense. Cao Cao is moving much faster than we thought. Let's see if we can head to Jiangxia, and let us hope Liu Bei is still safe. I did not expect Cao Cao to make his move this quickly. But I am glad you are safe, Lord Liu Bei. Though I must say I was surprised that you've brought your people with you.
We would not have made it here if not for the remarkable efforts made by everyone. And by Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, and Zhuge Liang in particular.
We are thankful to them as well. For it would have been a grievous blow to lose you.
Ah, and what might you mean by that? Compared to someone like Lord Sun Quan, who controls all of Jiangdong, I am but a minor leader without power or land.
Without power and land, perhaps. But you are also one of the few lords who garner a lot of attention. We believe that if we can join forces with you, we may even be able to counter Cao Cao. As we speak, he is seeking to take Jing Province, a critical territory. If his invasion is successful, both your forces and ours will soon be overrun. To put it simply, we believe our interests align. Lord Sun Quan has control over Qiangdong proper, and has even expanded Wu's reach by taking in the Shan Yue and minor lords. If you wish to take on Cao Cao, it may be worthwhile for you to ally with us.
We are very grateful for the offer. We have been searching for allies as well, so we would be...
Lord Liu Bei, may I interject? Lord Lu Su's offer is truly a gracious one. However, I have a hard time believing that there is a consensus on this matter within Wu. Joining up with a small group like ours to fight against the mighty army of Cao Cao? That seems like mere bravado at best.
It pains me to admit it, but you're right. When we heard that Liu Song had surrendered to Cao Cao, we left for Jiangxia right away. Our orders in coming here were indeed to secure an alliance with Lord Liu Bei. But I cannot claim that our side has reached a consensus on the matter.
Then, it is only fair to obtain the agreement of those in Wu. For an alliance without mutual understanding will only bring division. Lord Liu Bei, I would like your permission to act as a messenger to Wu. I will convince the officers there and make this agreement a reality.
Being able to fight alongside famous officers. We've been called for a meeting. It seems a message from Cao Cao arrived just before we returned. Oh, no. I don't think allying with us would benefit them much at this point. It called for our surrender, though the language was a little less direct. Perhaps we should have expected this, but those in Wu have split right down the middle, just as Zhuge Liang predicted. There are those who claim that victory is impossible against Cao Cao, and that we should surrender before any unnecessary bloodshed. And then there are those who say we should ally with Liu Bei and resist Cao Cao with everything we have. If there is anyone capable of uniting the two factions together, I can think of no one more fit for the task than Lord Zhou Yu. But unfortunately, he is away at the moment. He is likely busy taking measures of his own to make sure we are prepared for the coming danger. Ultimately, the only way we can protect both our domain and our people is to rise up and rival Cao Cao for control of the realm. I've spoken of this plan before, haven't I? It isn't some impossible dream. I truly believe it can be done. Which is why I want nothing more than to convince every person of consequence in Wu to resist the urge to surrender. But for now, I'm off to meet with Zhuge Liang. You should make your way over to the war room to wait for our arrival.
I think we can all agree that fighting Cao Cao is extremely reckless. How can we possibly hope to win against such numbers? Territory should not take priority over the safety of the people of Wu. Is it not said that needless bloodshed is the mark of a foolish leader?
I never thought I would witness the likes of Lord Zheng Jiao, suggesting we kneel to a tyrant who manipulates the Emperor and exploits all in his path. The Yellow Turbans of Qing, the Heishen bandits. They gave in to Cao Cao and have achieved distinction under his command. But in reality, their lives have been robbed of all meaning, and they now exist as nothing more than toothless beasts at the mercy of the lash. Tyranny is all that lies at the end of the path to Cao Cao's feet. Once you become a slave to his power, it becomes impossible to break free. Do you really think we should abandon our pride and forsake our future just to avoid making the sacrifice necessary to protect them?
We do not find giving up on our land and our people to Cao Cao any more tolerable than you do. But if this is what it takes for our people's lives to be spared, then is it not the best decision we can make?
He's right. There is no reason for us to sacrifice ourselves for pride. We will eventually win back everything taken from us.
With all due respect, I am honestly a little disappointed in what I'm witnessing here. The Sun clan, renowned for its brave warriors, has such cowards for officers.
How dare you!
Lord Liu Bei has no land to call home, and what soldiers and retainers he does have are far fewer in number than those of Wu. In spite of all that, he has sworn to never bend the knee to Cao Cao, and has even sent me to Wu to negotiate an alliance. He does so to save the people of Jing, who regard him with love and respect. And when I arrive here, all I see is Wu, for all its advantages, cowering beneath the shadow of Cao Cao, considering no option but surrender. No matter how many talented officers you assemble, or how well you govern your people, that cowardice makes all of Wu far weaker than Liu Bei alone.
All Liu Bei does is flee from battle to battle. He fled from Ji, he fled from Yo, and from Shu as well. He certainly has more courage than most, but only the foolhardy charge into battle without the strength to prevail.
So, tell us, Lord Zhuge Liang, are we to assume that you have discovered a way to defeat such a massive force?
Yes. I came here knowing that if we fight alongside Wu in this battle, there is a way for us to win. But if the mere thought of having to face a powerful enemy has robbed you of the will to fight, I'll just have to come up with a new plan. Lord Sun Quan, I highly suggest you carefully consider your circumstances and your ability to lead.
Now look here.
I understand the doubts of Zheng Zhao and the others very well. Lu Su and Lord Zhuge Liang have also made a strong case. We will end the discussion here for the time being. I need some time to gather my thoughts on what has been said. This is terrible. I'm a complete failure.
What do you mean by that?
My father laid the foundations, and my brother built Wu into the kingdom it is today. And yet I can't even muster up the courage to defend it. The shame that I feel is overwhelming. I know full well that we must fight. Yet, I can't help but realize how little chance we have of winning. War is crucial to the survival of the kingdom. But we should not fight battles we cannot win. This is a basic principle of warfare.
That is true. Lord Zheng Zhao was not by any means mistaken in his reasoning. If both sides are correct in their own way, then all that is left is for you to make your choice.
Surrender and be trampled upon, or fight and face certain defeat. I don't exactly have the best options to choose from.
Where did you get the idea that those were the only two paths? I think you should choose the third path. That is to say, you should bravely take the field, win the battle, and protect all that you hold dear. Is this not also what you had in mind, Lord Zhou Yu?
Zhou Yu, you have returned.
Yes, I've only just arrived. I'm a bit later than I had planned. But Lord Zhang Zhao and the others sure were grumbling up a storm. Zhuge Liang must have really caused a commotion at the meeting.
Perhaps his words were a little too bitter for them to stomach.
He must have thought that such an approach would be the only thing that could bring Wu to its senses. But Zhuge Liang's words were not meant to merely aggravate or inspire. I think he may actually believe that we can win. He plans to lead Liu Bei to victory, even if it means wringing every last bit of strength out of Wu. He would not have voiced his discontent so strongly without firm conviction. They are fully committed to this fight. We must make use of that. My lord, I speak to you now as a loyal retainer of the House of Sun. I have prepared a secret strategy that will ensure Cao Cao's defeat, but this plan cannot work unless we are able to use Liu Bei's forces. With my plan and the brave warriors in our ranks, we can protect the lives of our people, the domain of Wu, and everything we hold dear.
But this matter has divided us into two separate factions. What can I possibly do to convince everyone to unite as one? Even the soundest strategy is meaningless without the will to fight.
I will explain to them that there is a path to victory, and then I will urge them to reconsider. And if that isn't enough to inspire them to take action, well, we'll just have to appeal to their hearts instead of their minds.
Now even Lord Zhou Yu is insisting that we risk our lives in defiance. And just how do you plan on defeating an army of that size?
The size of Cao Cao's army certainly makes it a force to be reckoned with. But numbers can be deceiving. We must first compare the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. Our disadvantage lies primarily in our inferior numbers. But what do we have that we could use to our advantage?
The enemy is far from home, and they are also poorly trained. Most importantly, long boat journeys tend to bring sickness and fatigue.
Precisely so. And that's why we will fight them on the banks of Jing. No matter how imposing a force may be on land, on water, they become a mere jumble of poorly trained soldiers.
You have a point. Well, even a huge army makes for easy prey if its movements are sluggish.
As they will be slow to maneuver, all we need is a strategy to wipe them out before they have time to escape. What we will do is burn their entire fleet to ashes.
So we're to rely on nothing but unconventional tactics and sheer luck? Even if your fire attack were to succeed, how do you know we can win?
War is of course unpredictable, and I do not claim to have the ability to know the outcome of a battle before it is fought. But to consider no outcome but defeat before even taking the field, how is that any different than losing the battle before it even begins? Now, allow me to ask you all in plain words. Which path will you choose? Will you abandon the kingdom of U to live carefree lives without ambition? It is true that taking such a path may prolong your lives. You may even live long enough to reclaim your land and pride. But we would not be the ones to fight and die for the cause. That task would fall to none but our own children. Lord Sun Jian, Sun Ce, and all our forefathers. What would they think? Could you justify that choice to them? If you have even one small shred of pride left as retainers of the Sun clan, as the people of U, you will rise up, draw your weapons, and fight with all of your strength!
He's right! We must be the ones to protect U, no matter how powerful the enemy may be.
You can count me in. I'll honor my ancestors by fighting to the very end, so that my father and Ce can look down on me with pride.
Those who wish to surrender should do so. That is, if there are any among us that don't mind licking the boots of our enemies.
So we have no option but to fight. However...
This discussion is now over. This is a fight for our lives. A fight for all of the people of U, past, present, and future. We must defeat Cao Cao's forces once and for all!
Yeah, I hope. Where will this path lead the kingdom of U?
The Yangtze's been busy these days, with even more military ships sailing about.
I have such admiration for this kingdom. I'm sure in most kingdoms the leader gives orders from on high and everyone must obey. But not here. In U, no one is forced to serve blindly. We debate the merits of each choice and decide together. Yes, it's one of the things that I like most about our kingdom. But even so, it is very hard to get everyone to agree. I wonder how that last meeting would have gone without Zhou Yu and the others. If my father and brother were still alive to see how much U and I have changed. Once gone, the dead can never come back to life. Yet, I can't help but wish I had the chance to show them. All that aside, it would be truly pathetic if we were to lose this war, given everything that's happened. I'm counting on you. We will use the unique strength of each of our soldiers to the fullest to achieve victory. That is the way of U.
Lord Pongtong, I know you're in there. Today's the day you're going to hear what I have to say.
Good grief! How's a man to relax with lords of the land barging in uninvited? I am a humble man of little consequence. It doesn't matter how many times you come here. Your problems are none of my concern.
Yes, I know what kind of man you are. But I have a reason for being so persistent in soliciting you to join our side. Lord Pongtong, your help will be essential to bringing Wu closer to victory. Wu's victory will ensure the safety of the people of Jiangdong, which will in turn make it possible to protect the people of Jing.
Is this your attempt to convince me? Sorry to disappoint, but that won't work on me. All life is precious, but it's not my battle to fight.
I see. Then you have forced my hand. I shall have to rely on my last resort.
Last resort? Well, I'll be damned. So they've got you doing their dirty work for them, have they?
I understand you are good friends with Lord Pongtong. Please put in a good word for us with him.
I almost feel guilty for causing you to be dragged out here. Oh, if it were anyone but you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to refuse if it meant damaging your reputation. Wu's leaders are a sinister bunch, aren't they? Fine, I'll help. But just this once.
Lord Pongtong!
But don't expect me to swear fealty or anything like that. I'm going to do things my way, no matter what.
Wu has overcome every crisis until this point. I'm sure this will be no different. Do you think this deployment is daring enough to defeat Cao Cao's divisions?
Of course. And once he's down for the count, our conquest will be confirmed in due course.
The honorable warrior is still with us. I couldn't ask for a better officer.
Sorry to bring you here so late. In the coming battle against Cao Cao, I will need you to play a central role. There is a crucial factor which must go in our favor. I want you to ensure that it does. We were afraid to say it in front of the others, but executing this strategy will be about as difficult as threading a needle on horseback.
Cao Cao is not an enemy that can be defeated without a great deal of luck. Or perhaps even a miracle.
We intend to overwhelm Cao Cao's massive army with fire. But simply starting the fires won't be enough for the plan to work.
At this time of year, the winds of the Yangtze River Basin blow from the west and the north. Cao Cao's forces are attacking from the north, so their ranks extend in the same direction. The wind will blow out our fires before they can spread.
Of course, Cao Cao is well aware of this, and likely plans to position himself to our north. But the peasantry of Jing have informed us that there is a place where the wind blows from the south for a short period at this time of year.
Chibi. They say there are times at night when a southerly wind blows down the cliffs on the southern coast.
We want to take advantage of that brief gust of wind. We'll only get one chance, so we must not waste it. You have a technique for predicting the wind, do you not?
To give this plan any chance of success, we are going to need that technique of yours.
We are currently making the necessary preparations. You don't need to worry about that. Please just focus your energy on predicting the winds. We have you with us now. Your presence here may just be yet another gift from fate. Our fate will be decided at Chibi. We will defeat them if all goes according to plan, but everything depends on us engaging them at that precise location. So in this battle, we will repel the enemy vanguard and lead their main formation to Chibi. I want you all to act as if the final battle has already begun. Proceed with all due caution. Now the battle begins.
Everyone says that damn Cao